Yeah. You thought silence was surrender? Nah, I was waiting on the king's cue. Now I'm here, let's clean house. Check the roots. Ain't no fruit. Oh. Check the roots. Ain't no fruit. Praise out here saying roots over fruit. Fake Jesus talking like he forgot truth. Judging the saints while you run with the snakes. Twisting up doctrine like it's something to fake. You ignore Christ's word but quote your own. Call belief not a work, you belong to wrong. Got atheists joking on your live stream daily, talking about rape like it's cool, you crazy. Olive out here drunk in shame, slandering saints while dodging blame. Kids in the crib but you're blacking out. Your Bible speaks louder than your faith, no doubt. Paul dead beat with a Bible quote. Abandoned his kid, now he preaches hope. Conditionalist daughter, you said they dance, so your words hit blood, now you barely stand. Rotten roots, ain't no fruit. Say you real but you pollute. Fake fire, dead in sight. Puffed up pride with no Christ light. You move loud, I move clean. Spirit led, cut through the scene. This ain't hate, this is truth, and I don't play chess with goose. Praise brags on a high school scout letter, but stayed in mom's crib, got no cheddar, never worked, never walked, never fed the flock. Now we live streams devils like it's TikTok. All bark, no call, just clown move. Can't name a fruit, but preachers roots. Got the Bible twisted, spirit resistant. Doctrine so off, even demons missed it. I speak once, you drop 10 replies. Why you twitch every time true flies? You say you lead, but all y'all follow. Every vid's just pride you swallow. You're not bold, you're broken and bitter. Spirit ice cold, dead fruit litter. I'm here to bury, not debate. This is judgment, not from hate. Rotten roots, ain't no fruit. Say you real, but you pollute. Fake fire, dead in sight. Puffed up pride with no Christ light. You move loud, I move clean. Spirit led, cut through the scene. This ain't hate, this is truth, and I don't play chess with goose. You thought you were playing chess? Nah, you sitting on a checkerboard, begging to matter. One word from truth, and your whole timeline shatters. Who's really leading this dance? You respond when I breathe. I don't chase you. You chase me. Hey, praise, the pride is killing you slow. Your own mouth exposes what you don't know. You defend atheists, trash your kin. Mock the holy, still think you win. All of you weep in the liquor's grip, while saints you slandered and fake a script. The dude just rides, afraid to speak. A servant of flesh, eternally weak. And Paul, you preach like you ain't left your own, but you cast hell on your daughter alone. All of you ran, hid from the light, but Smokey's here now, and I don't bite. I rebuke in fire and full bold grace. You hide behind lies, I stand face to face. Rotten roots, ain't no fruit. Say you real, but you pollute. Fake fire, dead in sight. Puffed up pride with no Christ light. You move loud, I move clean. Spirit led, cut through the scene. This ain't hate, this is truth, and I don't play chess with goose. Yeah, this is Smokey. And when the smoke clears, y'all still gonna be running. Rotten roots, never bear fruit. Checkmate. Ain't no.
Well. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Smoky Saint Polemics live show. Excuse me. Thank you for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. Hope you all had yourselves an absolutely lovely day. Mine was nice. It was hot. It's a warm one. Hot here in the desert, guys. Well, tonight we're doing something we've done a few times in the past when we have one of those truly defeated foes that kind of is just spurred themselves into oblivion. And we actually have a lot of them tonight that we can report on that just seem to have self-imploded and collapsed. And we're going to discuss some of them tonight, and I am going to end up opening the room because after all, unlike them, I'm going to say things about them, but I'm going to allow them to actually come talk to me. So, while they will block me, run from me, hide from me, I am always available for the adversaries to come and confront. You know why they won't? Because they're afraid. Because they know what I know, that it won't pan out well for them if they try. So, but we are going to leave the offer open to see if they want to come in and defend some of the disgusting shit that we're going to bury them with tonight under their own hypocrisy, deviance, stupidity, immorality, and leave them bare for the world to see what they truly, genuinely are. So, we're going to start with good old praise. Oh, good old praise. Yes, indeed. Praise I am, Mr. Tom. Now, Tom is a liar, and he's also a flip-flopper. It's one of the things he was well known for. I have a history with praise that not necessarily all of you know, and our history goes back many, many years. And I was one of the, I guess you would say, instrumental ones to convert praise from his oneness heresy back to Trinitarianism. Certainly he would give me credit for that, and as far as I know, even has several times to this day. I was the tip of the spear back then in the community, going against what praise was teaching as a vile heresy. And praise would get on his stream, and of course these videos are long gone. I don't think I have them deep in the archive. I might. I was looking through the archive on the Cone Club cult, and there is hundreds of hours of hidden content. Hundreds. Stuff that has not seen the light of day in many years. Some really good stuff, too. Maybe start prying some of that open and make some clips out of it or something. Maybe Mrs. Smokey might like to make that part of a project. Anyway, so praise, and I've had a long history. The one thing that I could always count on praise to do, and people that have been around me a long time will attest to this, I can always count on praise to stab me in the back. Usually about once every, I don't know, anywhere from 30 to 90 days. Praise would stab me in the back. Someone in his group that didn't like me would get in his ear, start whispering things, condemning me, engaging in this self-righteous horse shit, and praise would stab me in the back in front of everyone. And I would retort. There'd be a little fight for a bit. Praise would ask for forgiveness. I'd forgive him. And he'd do it again and again and again and again and again. And I kept forgiving him. I mean, against my better judgment, against what people told me, because I remembered that my Lord and Savior commanded me and said that I am supposed to forgive those who trespass against me, as I expect my Heavenly Father to forgive me my trespasses. So I kept forgiving praise over and over again. And right before I left for my 3-year sabbatical, praise once again stabbed me in the back. And praise was given certain information, exonerating information, that should have given him confidence to not turn on me, but he did anyway, and he ignored it. And he joined the Smoky hate train because it was convenient. And when Wilkie came to talk to him, he said, we're going to gather information that'll exonerate your perspective of Smoky. And when that happens, praise, and this is Will talking to praise, you promise me that you're going to look at that information objectively and judge it. And praise promised and said he would. And he has not kept that promise. He's denied it. He's not considered any facts from the contrary side, and he's accepted all facts with no evidence at all. He even left a comment in the comment section. Oh, there's hotel records. Okay, where are they? Produce them. Oh, no, I've never seen them, but they must have them. So you're just assuming they exist. This is the type of logic I'm dealing with praise. What can you do with someone like that? When someone is that unreasonable, like praise or Will Freeman, who literally just openly admits he's unreasonable. Right? What are you going to do with that human being? What a pile of absolute shit. That's how you operate in your life? Just acceptance to being generally unreasonable and having no reasonable justification for beliefs, actions, or judgments? Boy, that's quite an admission. Will Freeman can't even tell us why it's wrong to rape someone. But he has a problem with it. Can't tell you why. But he does, I guess. Idiot, failure, moron, dumb shit. Claims that he investigated Christianity internally to verify that it's incoherent, and then shows me that he knows nothing about it for 45 minutes while I answer his very basic theology questions. How you falsify something you clearly know nothing about? and you have to come to me during a debate to ask for a Bible study. Stupid little trash rat. And yet somehow he manages to find some sense of self-confidence because, well, I guess that's another unreasonable belief. Will Freeman believing he's anything but a brain-dead subhuman pile of actual shit. Well, that's an unreasonable belief. And of course it is, because Will Freeman admits to be unreasonable and having unreasonable beliefs. Well said, Peter. Well said. So my history with praise is long and tedious and painful. And I went through a lot for the guy, and I pitied him. Because he didn't, you look at praise and you listen to him and you see what he finds funny, and you know he's not completely okay upstairs. You know that. But how much of an excuse is that really? Good to see you. Love to love God. How much of an excuse is that really? I mean, there are some people out there very, very mentally challenged. Not going to name names. Not necessary. Even someone in our cult group. And you know what? They're not a scumbag. So I don't know that really this is an intelligence thing or a mental capacity thing. Because I know there are people probably as intelligent as praise that aren't complete and utter scumbags. So to me, this is most likely really truthfully a character thing. This is a character issue. Praise is genuinely just a scumbag human being. He's just a bad person. Unsanctified. His conscience seems to be completely malfunctioning, maybe seared. I don't know. But he can't even seem to recognize right from wrong anymore. He can't even really take a step back and recognize how pathetic and ridiculous and gross he looks. He invited an atheist onto his show to talk about gangbanging my wife. And that atheist later followed my wife around into side chats, making sexual advances at her, which she attempted to deter, creeping on her. Will Freeman joins in at one point, saying that Spider loves so hard it could be called an assault, as Spider is talking about being romantically aggressive, I guess, to be very charitable with the definition. Romantically aggressive towards my wife. To where I then get in the stream with Spider and confront him, and he says he wants to, gangbang my wife if I don't shut up. He's going to gangbang my wife if I don't shut up. I say, oh, you're going to rape her. I have the clip. You can go see it on my community tab. Oh, so you're going to rape my wife? And he says, yeah, I'm going to gangbang her. There you go. And that's the person that prays head on his channel to attack and lie about saints and slander and make up disgusting things. And this is what he says to me. Praise says this disgusting stuff and says his own disgusting stuff in his own other makeups where he's his skits where he's pretending to be me, talking about how he's banging my wife, riding her like a horse. Disgusting. No shame, no sense of morality, none. What is there left to say? When you are that blatantly disgusting, what else is there to say? What else is there to point out? How are you not completely and substantially and absolutely buried by your own petard? Completely fucked. You're encouraging atheists as a Christian. You're encouraging atheists and hosting atheists to talk about coming and raping my wife. And when I talk about what a loser you are, praise, how you've never had a job, how you've lived off of your family your whole life, never lived on your own, never had a girlfriend, never felt the touch of a woman. And then what do? You try to defend yourself and you make it worse. You hold up a bunch of crusty, moldy, old, 25-year-old college football scouting letters to a bunch of opportunities that never panned out, that never got you anywhere, that never did anything for you, making yourself the real life Al fucking Bundy of the community. 4 touchdowns in one game. Can we get some footballs in chat for praises? Illustrious football career that never went anywhere and never allowed him to do anything, not even get a job or have a career or move out of his parents' house or get a girlfriend. Can we get some footballs in chat? Thank you for praises. Incredibly illustrious, amazing, proves he's not a failure or a loser football career. All the footballs. All the footballs. All the footballs for praise. There you go, buddy. We honor your incredible, amazing, almost accomplishment 26 fucking years ago. We all honor the great things you never actually did, that you hold up letters to show that you could have, but just for whatever reason didn't. And that's the highlight of your whole pathetic, worthless, shitty fucking life. So go ahead. Slander, lie, break your word more and more and more. Continue. Go ahead. Does it look like it's working, praise? Doesn't it look like it? Even dude in a side chat, I saw a screenshot today. Dude admitted that Spider had sabotaged your channels. No, you got it wrong, dude. Praise sabotaged your channels. Praise was inviting Spider on to do this disgusting shit. And you worthless little bitch, couldn't stop him doing it even though you knew it was wrong. Same with you, Olive. You're such a disgusting rat cunt, Olive, that you sat there and you let your brother do that disgusting shit and you didn't say a thing. You let him egg him on and encourage him to sexually assault my wife. What fucking moral high ground do you think you will ever have for the rest of your fucking life? Because this will be remembered by a lot of people. It's a catastrophe. It's a complete showing of your moral deviancy. And guess what? Real Christians who actually follow the words of Christ, that you will know them by their fruits, are going to look and see what your fucking fruits are worth. Oh, yeah, you're clear to us. Yeah, the actual Christians, oh, you're transparent. Yeah, that's what you have to deal with. That's why you're swirling the drain. That's why you can barely even get half a dozen people to even watch you anymore. You know what I found the other night? Do you guys want to see something? I haven't showed anyone yet. Would you guys give me a minute? Here, hold on. I got to pull up my community tab in my... I actually found a little nugget the other night. I took a little clip of it because even Praise's own people were starting to show that they were kind of confused and almost embarrassed about what he was doing, because Praise is so disgusting and retarded, and Olive and Dude are so weak and bitch made that they just let him do it, and they let him destroy and tank what's left of his credibility. I know it. Let me pull up my clips here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Bear with me. Let me get it on the other screen. Okay. So this was the other night. It was the very, very tail end. It was early in the morning. It's the very, very tail end of their stream. And this came up. And I just want to share it with you because it kind of showed that praise is a dumbass even among his own people. And they don't get it. No one gets it. It's really tanked their credibility. I do think a lot of people that were even just following them in the background are disgusted by what was done, and rightfully so. So, okay, say polemics. Do you have an idea what order of events I might take to get back to recover my faith in the existence of God? I'm generally trying to put the effort in here, struggling. Ligma, that is maybe something might be better for like a Discord conversation. If you look in the video description, there is a link to our community Discord. If you want to go in there and engage in kind of an off-air chat, kind of explore epistemologies and beliefs, that would be totally fine. It's our general community Discord, not our cult Discord. That's something else entirely, but that is our general community Discord. So you're welcome to go in. And certainly cult members are in there as well as other just general people. But you can usually find me in there or request if you want to have a conversation, and we can have a little chat about what some of your epistemological blocks might be to your acceptance. So, perfect. Okay, well, let's pray to God, I guess, and hope that is indeed the case. And you can join in prayer that if God does exist, that you would hope that he would reveal himself to you in exactly the way you need and exactly the right time you need to be able to actually reach you. We are complex creatures. God gave us our own autonomy. And sometimes we have to be not only at the right place, but maybe the right time and be able to hear the right thing. That's provided by the Holy Spirit to really break through the autonomous defenses that we create for ourselves, because God does not force himself on us. God is not a rapist. God wants to build a relationship with us. In order to do that, there must be an opportunity to build that relationship. And that comes with a sense of trust and fidelity. So that is something to explore. And see what type of epistemology you operate from and what can be done for your beliefs. So anyway, back to the center point. So this is something I found I want to share with you, and it shows how praise has embarrassed himself, even in front of his own people.
Okay. Yeah, I was just asking about so Praise's approach. Like what are your guys' thoughts on that? So what is he doing with the whole like skits thing? I mean, what's going on?
That's just it. I have not a clue.
Not a clue.
I have not a clue.
Not a clue. His own sister. Not a clue.
I
Talking
have
about
not
raping
a
women.
clue
Not a clue.
on that.
Not a
Yeah,
clue
I mean,
on that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was just asking about so Praise's approach. Like what are your guys'
Not a
thoughts on that?
clue.
So what is he doing with the whole like skits thing? I mean, what's going on?
That's just it. I have not a clue. I have not a clue. I have not a clue on that.
Yeah, I mean,
Not a clue.
maybe he needs some writers. I mean, maybe Praise he needs
some
he
writers.
needs people to write his episodes.
Sure.
Yeah, a gaslighter like you.
Imagine
Not
if
a
Praise had a
clue.
script for his streams. Oh my god. Oh, man.
Dude, are you there? If dude's not there, I'm gonna call it.
Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah, it is late.
Yeah, I'm so tired and I have to get up.
You have to
dude,
get up.
are
You're
you
already
there?
up. You're already up. You've been up all night.
But I was enjoying the
When do your
all
kids
the
get
scripture
you?
talk because
Most certainly.
When do your
that's
kids
like a
get you,
breath
Olive?
of fresh air. And God,
Yeah.
God is
Brother
so
Duke was
good.
talking about getting back to like talking about scripture. Instead, we're talking about people like the people that join, those
John
people.
Thomas said he fell asleep during the show.
Oh, wow. I'm
Yeah,
sorry that we
because
bored you that much, John Thomas.
no, because it's so peaceful. It's so peaceful.
I remember I fell
And
asleep on the stream once, I think.
but you probably were on mute.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not like brother dude, I'm not gonna snore, Like,
No, God is so good. No, God is
amen.
so good. Yeah. And it was so like when you're talking about the scriptures, it's so peaceful where it could actually send a person off. And
Yeah, and the
that is
comfort you
the
get from
goodness. I slept and woke. That's what Wayne Mars said. But no, but that's why I stayed awake, because I was actually really enjoying it because it was so good.
yeah, the comfort and the peace you get from
Hmm.
talking about the scriptures, especially with someone like a fellow co-heir of Christ who knows the scriptures. You know what I mean? Like you're not talking to like someone who has great knowledge in the scriptures. Wise.
It's not anyone over there.
God bless
Definitely
you.
very
In
good.
fact, yeah. In fact, folks are going to
Oh, Robert.
clip what you said and show a cow and a donkey.
What?
I'm not even joking. Yeah.
A cow and a donkey? What does that even mean?
Well, that is my usios.
Oh,
Yeah. But dude, are you there? He probably stepped away. So, Robert, I'm gonna end this, and because I gotta get up.
oh yes, ma'am. I
You
see.
gotta
Yeah,
get
well,
up.
it was a great show tonight.
What do you mean you gotta
God
get
bless
up?
you all, and
You've
yeah,
been up all
keep
night.
tuning into the
What are you
Triune
talking
Pod, and keep
about?
growing in the grace and knowledge of Jesus Christ, and strive to build with God and talk to Him and pray to Him, and yeah,
Why? God,
and do very well in your sanctification.
And keep going until I find the video. Go and keep
Okay,
going.
and yeah, we're the body of Christ. We love you all, and yeah, have a blessed night, everyone. And we know Praise's ratings is going down, so I'm gonna. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But yeah, we're gonna help Praise. We're gonna help Praise. We don't know where the show's been going. I think he's running out of ideas, but
I found it. Okay, so now say your goodbyes.
all right. God bless you all. Love you.
that's bad. That's bad when even your own people, even your own little culty sycophants are clowning on you because you're just an absolute disgusting fucking retard. You're not even funny. You're not even doing funny things. You're just being gross for the sake of being gross. And then you apologize based on Ephesians 5 and you only remove 2 of like the 10 disgusting videos showing you're a hypocritical idiot. You don't even apply the scripture consistently. I mean, if it was gross for Brian and his wife, why wasn't it gross when it was the exact same thing about me and Veckel and all the others? Oh, it took you a few more days to realize, oh wow, oh I'm an idiot, oh I'm a hypocrite again. Oh, I bet if I claimed Ephesians 5, I guess I better remove all the videos. But I'm gonna still keep up the ones that are just smoky, talking about disgusting sexual acts being done to his wife while I'm pretending to be him. I'm going to keep those up. That's still fine with Ephesians 5. No big deal. My flesh is my master, and my flesh tells me this feels good, and that's praise. No integrity, no consistency, no morality, running from my points. Praise is Jesus. You want to know what praise is? Fake Jesus. And thank you, by the way. Shout out to Isaac. I should have said it sooner. Shout out to Isaac, God's Integrity Pathways. He put that track together at the beginning that we opened with. That was him. I asked him to do it today, this morning. He put it together. Kudos. Shout out to Isaac, man. Well done. And I told him just what I wanted, kind of what I wanted to have in it. And he just threw that together, edited it, put it up, and it was just fire, man. You nailed it. He just nailed it, didn't he? Give him kudos. Give kudos to Isaac. Give him some applause. Applause in chat. Applause for Isaac. Good job, buddy. Seriously, it's exactly better what I was even picturing, actually. You just absolutely nailed it. It's going to be one of my favorites. I'm going to play it in the car when I'm driving down the road. It's outstanding. So thank you, Isaac, for that. Applause for Isaac. Thank you, buddy. See, this is the sad thing, and these people were awful to Isaac. And even the people surrounding them were awful to Isaac, and the people that associate with him were awful to Isaac. And Isaac's a great kid. He really is. He's a really good kid. And you know what? He's just been abused by all these people, and he's been left alone. And he's just been wanting a little bit of companionship, some friendship, some brotherhood. And you know what? Support Isaac. He's a good kid. Go subscribe to his channel. Isaac, someone drop Isaac's, does Isaac not have a wrench? Basement, Mrs. Smokey, someone try and maybe give Isaac a wrench so that he can drop a link to his channel. If anyone's not subbed, go check out Isaac. He's a good kid, and he's really trying, and he's working hard. And don't bully him. I swear to God, don't bully him. Don't even try. You're going to have problems with me and the whole cult. So don't even do it. But he's a good guy. He's really talented. He's a lot more talented than anyone's given him credit for in the past. And he's just been used and abused and treated terribly by a lot of these so-called Christians in this community who don't seem to have any grace but talk about it all the time, who don't seem to have any compassion but say that you should have it, who say that you can basically live any way you want and be saved. And look at the fruit. Look at how they treat people. So, you know what, Isaac? I'm really happy to have found you, buddy. You're a good friend. You're a good guy. And of course, you know, I always have your back, and I know you've had mine. So I appreciate you, man. And that was really, really good with the track. So anyway, back to point. So praise is a failure at life, failure at his channel, failure at being a son, failure at even potentially being a boyfriend, failure at possibly even being a husband, failure at being a football star, failure about being a collegiate, failure at getting any scholarships and doing any college, failure at getting any job, failure at living any substance life, a complete and utter absolute fundamental loser through and through, and he condescends to me. I'm getting married this year. I own my house. I'm going to have kids. I'm moving on. I'm going to have a rich life. What is Praise going to have? Just this. His slander, his lies, his pain, his anguish, his awareness of what a pathetic waste of life he really was. Sit there, festering in awareness of his inadequacies, jealousy of people like me that he attacked with absolute no sense of integrity or morality, and buried himself, engaging in such disgusting and foul statements with no utility, encouraging it and daring to have the name of Christ on his lips. No, praise is buried. Praise is worthless, crippled, failed. He's doing a stream tonight saying he's burying no sass. Why didn't he come and confront me last night and bury it here? Because he can't. He knows he couldn't. He'll straw man it. He'll misrepresent it. He'll lie about it. He'll do everything he typically does, which is why he'll do it over there. That's why he will never come over here and confront me about if sass. He'll never talk to me directly about it, about the passages about those that endure and don't fall away from the faith and aren't ensnared by pollutions of the world again, aren't cut off from unbelief, and all those passages. which fit my model and his model are just painfully worthless to explain. Oh, Charles, I hope you're working on getting our debate kind of set up somewhere. I don't really care where it is, Charles. You've always been, Charles, I'll give you credit. You've always been directly honest with me in our interactions. You've never been scummy about it like SFT has. You can be versatile in finding a venue for a moderated debate. I'm not going to be real picky about it as if SFT isn't going to allow me to debate there. I know he's just absolutely petrified of me. So I get it. If you can find just I'm not going to be picky. If you can find someone, one of your friends or whatever, that's willing to moderate, I'm down. Name, I don't know, pick like 3 or 4 topics, throw them at me, send them to my email or something, and I'll pick one, see if you approve, and I guess we'll just take it from there. Let's do a standard format, 2-3 minute openings, followed by rebuttal, cross-examination, closing statement, that type of stuff. So I'm not going to be picky about it. You've always been an honest interlocutor with me, Charles, and you haven't been disruptive or difficult. So I'm not going to be picky about something like needing some sort of special moderation. So that's fine. So praise is indeed buried. I don't really want to spend any more time on him after this, to be honest. I've given him every opportunity to sack up and show up. I wanted to show you, actually, now I think about it, one other thing, just as kind of the final nail in his coffin. Let me go back to my... Back to Praise's hypocrisy. There we go. I hate the way the clips work, by the way, if I could just be honest with you. The way the clips work on the mobile app is absolutely just useless. Okay, share screen. There we go.
Stop worrying about my sex life, Smokey. My God.
Yeah, he can just fuck right off and worry about his own the boredom that he suffers with.
Let's play.
Okay, so what you have here is a funny moment of pure hypocrisy. See, Praise was doing those disgusting skits with Spider, talking about everyone's genitalia and sex lives and horrible, disgusting, foul shit, talking about everything everyone else has done sexually. Then I came and confronted Praise with one question about his sex life, and suddenly it's none of anyone's business. He's going to make up shit and slander and lie and talk about everyone's sex life and makes up disgusting statements. But when we ask him a serious question about his sex life, all of a sudden that's over the line. And you know what I asked him? I said, well, Praise said a few years ago that he was a virgin. Now, recently, Praise has said he's not a virgin, which means, by clear deductive reasoning, Praise has been fornicating over the last few years. I wonder what his name is. Might be gay. Might be. Jamie Russell, ladies and gentlemen, one of the contributors to the creation of the IFSAS model, which Praise is doing a horrendous job of burying tonight, I'm sure. But he won't be honest with it. If he was willing to be honest about it, he'd be over here talking with me about it. But he's not, because he's a coward and he's a rodent. And he knows that he can't contend. He knows he can't defend. He knows he can't fight against IFSAS if he actually indulged and engaged with me. But he won't, because he knows what happens. So he'll rather sit over there, straw man it, whine, complain, make up shit, and get his dumb, idiotic little clapping monkeys to go along with it. And they can keep drinking the satanic Kool-Aid that is free grace. Fuck them. Don't care anymore. Moving on. That's Praise. That's praise. He wants to make up disgusting, slanderous lies about everyone's sex life, wants to encourage a disgusting, rat faggot fucking atheist to go talk about gang banging my wife, then say he wants to rape her. And that's all fine. Does Olive have a big issue with it? Not really. What is Olive interested in last night? Fast forwarding to where Isaac had an emotional moment. And then wanting to make where's Isaac? Where's Isaac having his moment? Where is it? What a disgusting fucking woman. That's a mother. That's a mother. You know what Lo did when she found out that Isaac was having a moment last night? She rushed to his side in nurturing concern, as a mother would, as a mother should. What great extra evidence of all the things that I've already said that make Olive an absolutely purely shit fucking mother. Did you really need extra evidence? How about how she treated Isaac when Isaac was hurting? Where was that Christian ethics and concern? Oh no, she wants to fast forward in the video and go look at it. Oh, she wants to see suffering. What type of disgusting fucking bitch? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? What a disgusting woman. This is a mother who takes pleasure in suffering like that. Someone that's being attacked and derided and reviled live. And this is the mother's response? I mean, I can understand an asshole guy, maybe even someone like me. But a mother? Really? And Lo was just nurturing and kind, sweet, Christian, compassionate, exactly as you would expect a good woman to be. But Olive isn't a good woman. Olive's a wretched woman. And so Praise wants to talk about all the horrible, disgusting shit that he wants to do to my wife, encourages Spider to say the disgusting shit he wants to do to my wife. Goes on to Dave's stream, says he wants to rape her. And that's all fine. That's free grace. That's fruits of free grace, ladies and gentlemen. Go see the video. It's a short on my community tab. Go ahead if you don't believe me. And this is what praise stands for. And when confronted about it, he tucks tail and runs away because he's a coward. He's a cockroach running from the light. And he's completely and utterly, absolutely defeated. And rightfully so. He's embarrassed himself even in front of his own people. No one gets it. Everyone, even his own people now, think he's a cringy retard. A disgusting, foul flesh beast. With no ethics, no morality, and no conscience. Unbelievable. Absolute garbage. Olive. You know, Olive, you're an embarrassment. You're an absolute fucking embarrassment. You spend all night getting drunk, spewing garbage on the internet, making up lies. The things you said about Brian was absolutely foul. Isn't that fucking foul? What are your kids doing, Olive? Where are they? Where are your kids? You're in there, I guess, in your bed, getting drunk, yelling at people on the internet all night, and then you say you got to get up? What do you mean get up? You've been up all night. Get up and do what? You have to sleep sometime. This is your kid's life. And now your big grand idea is to what? Marry Paul? Bring another unhinged, ridiculous, narcissistic alcoholic into your kids' lives? This is a good mother? No, this is a wretched mother. This is a wretched woman. Horrible. All of you are a disgrace. You're a disgrace to womanhood. You're a disgrace to motherhood. And I can't believe that you think introducing your children to Paul is a great idea. Has everyone not seen how Paul acts? No self-control, absolute rage, narcissism, silencing people, abandoned his own kid, yet somehow she thinks he's going to help take care of hers that aren't even his? She's going to drag this narcissistic, rage-filled asshole into her home to expose to her children when she already operates this way, staying up all night, making up garbage, embarrassing them on the internet, embarrassing herself, her family. This is a mother? No, this is just a wretch. This is just a foul, disgusting, worthless woman who's a liability to every single one in her life. What a sad, sad thing. And now, and then of course, we got Paul, good old dude, closeted universalist, raging heretic, nut job, retard. Can't debate me, never would debate me, wouldn't survive 5 minutes, hasn't. Had to remove the entire video where I showed up to put him in his place by showing that he has no theology, he has no soteriology, he has no belief system which he can use to make his judgments. And he kicks me out, and he hides it. You know what I asked him? Because he said I was an unsaved devil. I said, how could you know that? You're a free gracer, you can't judge fruits. There's nothing I could do to let you know if I'm saved or not. So how do you know? And he wouldn't answer the question. You know why he wouldn't answer the question? Because he can't answer the question. Because any answer he gives would be fruit examining. And that would throw his entire soteriology out the window. You see, deep down, they know they believe horse shit. They know it's false. It's very simply false. It's false. It's false almost on the surface. It's nonsensical. It's contradictory. It's completely confused, muddled, and absolutely retarded. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. But they are so trapped. They are so locked in. Their conscience is seared. Their minds. You have to understand. You need to understand how incredibly dangerous this free grace is. You need to understand that they are not allowed to even question it. To even question it or doubt it for a moment is to give an indication that you don't actually have it, never did. Maybe you weren't actually converted, because someone who was really converted would stay fully assured. Isn't that a fruit? And staying in the faith, something you have to do. So isn't that staying in the fruit? Isn't that a work? I thought you said you can't do any works. Oh, is belief a work or not a work? Well, when you ask praise, he says, oh, it's an action, not a work. Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. I'll show you the clip. The clip is in my clips on my channel. You can go look at it. I'm not kidding. When praise is confronted, because the Bible explicitly states in a couple places that it's a work, they even say it's a work. If you listen to them long enough, they'll say it's a work. They'll take Matthew 7 about what is the work you must do, and they'll say it's to believe. They call it a work. They have done it. I watched praise himself with my own wife explain out of Matthew 7 that belief is a work. But then when confronted with it, well, is it a work praise? Is it something we have to do? Well, now we have to do something, right? So it's not all Jesus. It's not completely Jesus. We do have to do something, right? You know what he says? He says when put on the spot by Wildheart about how stupid his defense is about it not being a work. You know what he says? He says, oh, no. It's not a work. It's an action. Are you kidding me? It's not a work. It's an action. That's his defense. When I ask him about how he's going to know whether or not I'm saved, just accept the fact that I'm saved. I know Jamie's getting married. Kudos to Jamie. Marriage bug is going around. Jamie's getting married to Terry over there. Congratulations. You guys are a lovely couple. Happy for you, Jamie. So dude is a nut job. He cannot defend his soteriology, which is why he will never face down with me. He's a coward. He's a rodent. He's a worthless piece of shit. He's backed down from every challenge he's ever been given, including the challenge from Dave to actually fight him, meet up in Las Vegas and have an actual fist fight Oh, and he quivered. Oh my God. Oh, he tucked his tail. Oh, he was so scared. He made ridiculous demands, like we had to raise $150,000 for the Praise I Am ministry before he'd agreed to the fight. After he spent all that time talking about how he'd meet Dave and beat him up. And then Dave calls him out on it. Okay, let's fight. And what does he do? Oh, no, there's going to be terms. You got to raise a bunch of money for the. Oh my God, what a rodent! What a disgusting, stupid little rodent. And that's what you are, Paul. You're just a dumb little rodent. No wonder you don't get on screen. You're probably hideous. You're probably absolutely disgusting. I mean, you sound like you're disgusting. And you're clearly a massive alcoholic. You're probably foul, gross, fat, and lethargic. And you're not a threat to anyone, Paul. Let's be real. You're not a threat to anyone. The only person you're a threat to is your daughter, really. In terms of teaching her that damnable horse shit you believe, that makes no goddamn sense, that you can't possibly defend. Not in a million years. Are you fully assured? Well, it's me telling you I'm fully assured of fruit. Well, no, it's a root. Oh, because your Jesus told you you will know them by their roots? Are you all completely retarded? You can't examine the root. You can't do that. There's no method in your soteriology for you to examine a root. Because you can only examine a root through a fruit, which is why Christ said you'll know them by their fruits. But praise wants to ask you questions and thinks that professions of faith, something you have to do, aren't fruits. They're roots. No, they're not. No, they're not. And nowhere in the Bible does it say you will know them by their roots, you fucking retard. But see, that's what it is. Just a bunch of made-up horseshit. Made up terms, positional, justification, experiential, sanctification. Or are you fully persuaded in the promise and the providence and the person? Just horse shit they fucking made up. It's not even part of the GES gospel or the Zane Hodges gospel or anywhere where this stuff came from. They've just made it up on their own popes. And it makes no sense. And they can't examine fruits, but they still try. They'll throw their soteriology right under the bus because they're so retarded while they try to judge fruits. Every time Paul condemns a conditionalist to hell, he proves his soteriology is false. Every time. Because he's examining a fruit to determine that. If he's doing that, he's admitting his soteriology is false. You see how easy it is to defeat the stupid, spurgy little bitch, Paul? Yeah. That's why he would always flip out when he'd confront me. Because it's not hard. Paul is really, really, really stupid. And it's very easy to run his tiny little rat brain in circles. Which is why he will never face me. Paul is a joke. You know what else Paul is? A worthless fucking deadbeat. Now, you know what? Paul had to serve a little bit of time in prison for back child support. And you know what? I'm not going to poke at that. Family system's fucked. Judicial system's fucked. You see, I'm a better person than Paul because I actually have the Holy Spirit and I'm actually sanctified. And here I'm going to prove it to you. You see, I'll give Paul the benefit of the doubt of the system being corrupt in ways that he never did to me. See? I'll show you that I'm a better person than him because I'm the one that's sanctified. He's not. He's in his flesh. He has not been born again. He is not saved. His fruits bear it clear. So while Paul will try and condemn me for a bunch of bullshit and technicalities and lies and nonsense, I'll actually give Paul the benefit of the doubt. It's not going to help my own point against him, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he was giving cash, to whoever was watching his daughter or taking care of his daughter. It wasn't being recorded as child support. It was just basically a gift. And he got fucked over by the system. Happens to a lot of guys all the time. Perfectly believable. Paul claims that's what it was. And you know what? I'd actually buy it. I'd believe him. The system is completely fucked. It is. And I know that. I'm very intimately aware of that. So I'll give Paul benefit of the doubt on that. He may have been falsely accused in that, and he was actually giving monetary support, and it wasn't being recorded. And at least he's not a deadbeat in the sense that he was never providing any money or support for his daughter. I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. But it doesn't help the other point. And the other point is that he did not take care of his child. He abandoned his child to be taken care of by her grandparents. Yep, that's true. Yep, Olive found out live on stream. Had no idea that Paul had been in prison for back child support, but was calling this guy her husband. You know, this is my husband here. I don't know nothing about no baby mama. But I just know he loved me. Fucking dirty, oaky scunt. Yeah, had no idea it's her husband that she's going to be introducing her fucking kids to. Dragging this disgusting, foul, filthy, worthless, wretched old rat into her kids' lives. For what? For what? What fucking possible benefit does Paul offer to your life, Olive? What fucking utility does this bring to your children? Bringing this rancid, narcissistic, violent piece of subhuman shit around your children, and you're sitting over there worried about me? Look in the fucking mirror. What are you doing, Olive? He couldn't even provide for his own kid. What the fuck makes you think he's going to provide for yours? Oh, and you think he's going to be nice to him? But does anyone think Paul's going to be a nice stepdad? What do you guys think? He abandoned his own child. What do you think he's capable of doing to kids that aren't his? Hmm? You know, I forget. I forget how savage my chat is sometimes. I agree, baby. It's a tragic thing. It's a tragic thing that dude abandoned his daughter. And here's the real kicker, is that because he abandoned his daughter ended up believing in conditionalism. His daughter believes what we believe, what I believe. That you can lose your salvation. That there is an expected synergism in the relationship of sanctification. She believes this. And so, in dude's own soteriology, his own daughter is going straight to hell. And even worse, don't you think about all the horrible, disgusting things that dude has said to soteriologists about them being soteriologists? I'm not soteriologists. Oh my God. Conditionalists. Good takeaway, got my brain restarted. Conditionalists. Probably soteriologists too, actually, now that I think about it. So conditionalists. He said some horrible, horrible things about conditionalists. He's called them bitches and sons of Satan and cunts and filthy rats and cockroaches and all the things. He's stolen a lot of my dialectic, by the way. He did ever since he first started hearing me. But he's called the conditionalists all of this. And if, via law of identity, if conditionalists are all these things, as he claims in all these other contexts, then that means all of these horrible, disgusting things now apply to his own daughter. So he's really been calling his daughter all of these disgusting, foul things, which is actually even worse. And so Olive, in a moment of pure, of course, alcoholic stupidity, said, "Oh, well, I'm not condemning your kids, Smoky Saint, but your kids are going to hell." Where's the argument? See, because if my soteriology is correct, my kids and, Paul's kid go to heaven. If Paul's soteriology is correct, then his kid goes to hell, and all those horrible things he said about his kid are all true, which of course he wouldn't want to believe and doesn't want to confront. So Olive didn't understand the argument. Olive's a moron. Olive didn't actually. Olive did the exact thing she said she wasn't doing right before she did it, which is condemning my kids directly to hell. She was doing that, not my religion, her religion. And her religion has to be proven, which it isn't. And if her religion is true, Paul's kid goes straight to hell. And all the horrible things Paul has said about conditionalists all apply to his daughter. So Paul's a wretch. Paul's a disgusting, wretched person. How about Paul look into finishing raising his own kid before he's worried about trying to move in with Olive and help fail at raising hers? Is this what it's going to be for them now? Now they're going to have two brain dead, narcissistic, rage-filled, immoral alcoholics in the house, staying up all night, screaming and slandering on the internet. And then what? No time to see to the kids or do anything for the kids because you're so goddamn dead tired and hungover that you can't do anything for them the next day. I mean, you have to sleep sometime. Really? Right? You got to sleep sometime. When do they sleep? Olive. Oh, I got to get up. What do you mean get up? You've been up. You've been up all night. What are you talking about get up? What are you saying? When are you going to sleep? You have kids. What are you talking about? Like, this isn't reasonable. So, dude's a deadbeat. Even if I give him benefit of the doubt of the back child support, fine, whatever. Still a deadbeat. Still abandoned his kid to where they're now lost and condemned to hell in his own soteriology. Embarrassing, awful, terrible, retarded. Olive is one of the most wretched mothers I've ever seen or heard of. I'd have to go to the Law and Crime Network to find a mother more wretched than Olive. She's completely irresponsible. Her kids are bastards because of her irresponsibility. They don't have a dad. They were deprived of that at the beginning, and now the best replacement she has is a 50-year-old raging alcoholic narcissist that she's going to drag into their lives. I'm sure it'll be great, right? Sure it'll be a real positive upgrade considering the situation, right? Yeah. Well, and then we can finish with our last few targets. Jared TK. Jared TK had a full-blown crash out yesterday. I was going to play the clip of his appearance with Veckel, but it was very boring. And I could just say a couple points to Jared. Jared was offered the chance to confront me directly and just have a conversation. I came to him in peace. He slapped my hand away, insulted me, and then blocked me. So I said, okay, it's on. So that's how you want it to be. Then that's fine. And so I left a few comments about him, a couple posts, things that were clipped of him being very confused and just generally unknowing about his own soteriology or what he even believed or theology, showing that he was not fit to be the position that he claimed, which is a pastor. And of course, Ryan seems to claim he knows that he's a fake pastor. I think James Frazier believes the same, although he claims to be one, but he clearly isn't. He knows nothing. He's just a dumb child. He looks like what did you say, sweetheart? You said he looked like a block of tofu was struck by lightning and given sentience. And yeah, he looks like a soy-soaked ginger cunt. And he's been offered several opportunities to be a man and come and confront me with his slander, but he won't. He won't because he has no ethics and he's not a man. He's not a Christian. He could come confront me and talk to me. He's certainly done it with a lot of other people, but he runs and hides and makes excuses while he shows that he has no Christian ethics or integrity. And thank God he outed himself to Veckel with that bullshit yesterday. He outed himself to a lot of people. His following was already shit, and now it's even worse because he looks like a dumbass. And you know why? You know why Jared had a huge freak out yesterday and crashed out on Veckel? Because Veckel gave me a wrench on his channel. There you go. That's it. Veckel gave me a wrench on his channel, and Jared lost his ever fucking mind. Tofu TK. I'm telling you, my wife will come up with some amazing burns. You give her the chance. She's got it nailed down. Yeah. So there we go. So there you have Jared, who is a child. He's incompetent. He's idiotic. He's slanderous. He will not confront the man he constantly talks shit about. That tells you what he is. That tells you the type of integrity he has. And every time you see him, you should roast him for it. That he does not have the nerve or the spine or the integrity or the Christian ethic to confront the person he constantly slandered. That he's a coward, that he's a rodent. He should be reminded of that regularly because he is. And he has no ethics. And he sure as shit is no pastor. And I have a good inkling he's not even a Christian. Because Christians have better ethics than that. That's ridiculous. Just keep your fucking mouth shut. I mean, you could just shut your mouth, Jared. But no, you want to run your mouth. And then I think you're obligated to confront me. I think you are. If you're going to lie and slander and use bad arguments against me, you know the argument he used with Veckel? He's like, oh, well, would you let Smokey watch your kid? Oh, my God. Fucking Veckel, if he would let any stranger from the internet watch his kid. You know how stupid that fucking argument is? Jared didn't get it. Jared's so retarded, he didn't understand how retarded that argument was. I wouldn't let anyone, any stranger from the internet watch my kid. Veckel would be a bad dad if he would let any person from the internet watch his kid. Veckel would be a bad dad if he let Jared watch his kid. Out of nowhere. Come on. Come on. That's not even an argument. What are you even saying? What are you even saying? What argument is that, Jared? Oh, and then he wants to talk about how, oh, there would have to be special probations and appearances in a church if there was someone like that may have done something like that possibly 20, 30, 40 years ago. I just have to keep an eye, and I'm so righteous, and everyone around me is so wretched, and I just have to watch them all. Piece of shit you are, Jared. You had every chance to confront me, to be a man, to show some integrity. But you just wanted to sling shit, lie and slander like the rest. You have no evidence of anything. And I would ruin you in a direct interaction. It'll happen. Trust me, it will happen, Jared. We will end up in the same room together. And you'll have to make a tough choice. Run and look like a little piddly little pissing coward, or face me and get owned. That'll be your choice. But for now, until then, I bury you. I'm done worrying about you. I'm done challenging you. I'm done asking you to have any sense of manhood or integrity because you clearly have none. You're a liar. You're a degenerate. You're an idiot. And all you're going to do is join the hate train and continue with slander and think that you're so righteous, that you're so holy. Well, you're not. You're a failure. You're a failure as a man and certainly as a pastor. And you're no pastor. Stop lying. You're an idiot. You know nothing about theology. You're completely dense. I could run circles around you, Jared. You're a failure and a degenerate. And you know, even just 10 minutes in a room with me and I would embarrass the hell out of you. Stay tuned, basement. There's going to be a clip. That spurgy little rat is going to be in some public room, or he's going to come into a room that I'm in, and it'll be on. And I'll put him where he's at. I don't care where it's at, because he's going to answer. He's going to answer for his lack of integrity in front of everyone. And I'm going to embarrass him. I'm going to show how little he knows. I'm going to show he's not possibly capable nor qualified for the position he claims. And I'm going to show that he has absolutely no ethics, morals, or integrity. And that's what will happen. And it'll be a great clip for the archive. Just be incorporated into the lore as one of those retards that got put in their place right in the trash where they belong. And we dealt with Spider. Mac was challenged as well. Mac and cheese. He was given the chance to show up. I offered it to him. He could either rap battle Q, or he could debate me. Never showed up. Done with him. Tried. Wouldn't show up. Oh well. Moving on with that one too. Corpse buried. I don't care anymore. Tiny little channel getting what? 12 views per video. Like I give a shit. Trade wins. You have to click on the link. I'm not doing this with you again tonight. Mods, deal with trade wins. He can click on the link, give him his ultimatum warning. If he does not listen, You can start getting timed out. Trade wins, you will not be clogging up my side chat and wasting my time. I am here to make content. If you are not willing to be content, then get the fuck out. Spider. Spider does all those disgusting skits about everyone. And now he's been squashed. The little fucking spider's been squashed out. Been stomped out. No one wants him anymore, and now everyone is disgusted with him, and rightfully so. Even the praise team has now finally realized, way too late, how disgusting and rotten and foul it really was. And so where's the little spider? I don't know. Maybe crying in a corner, drinking himself to death. One can only hope, I suppose. Spider is a real piece of shit. Did multiple skits talking about wanting to sexually assault my wife, pretending to be other people. Praise talking about wanting to sexually assault my wife, pretending to be me. Spider then following her around in chats, making drooly emojis at her, being gross and creepy at her, as well as other girls in chats. And then going in the room with me and admitting just basically wants to rape her, wants to gangbang her and rape her. And Praise stood for all of this, encouraged it, promoted it, invited Spider to keep coming on and saying it, and then realized only too late how disgusting it was when he completely tanked what was left of his reputation. And even his own people are disgusted and confused and don't understand, as you saw tonight. Spider is a wretched, disgusting, foul, worthless piece of garbage. There's nothing left for him that I can see, nothing redeemable, and I wouldn't even try. Shit is way over the line. Now my poor wife had to hear this shit, and Brian's poor wife had to hear that shit. It's terrible, shameful, disgusting. And it took so long for them to have any conscience about it at all. Yeah. Ridiculous. Foul. And Praise just encouraged it, had no prick of his conscience. That should tell you, is that someone sanctified? Is that someone that has God instilling their morality? Or is that just a wretched, unsaved little faggot flesh beast? You know the answer. You do. Analyze it. Do what Christ told you. Examine the fruits. Look at that. What are you going to do with that? So no, I bury Praise. I bury Paul. I bury Olive. They're all worthless. They can't contend. They never will. And instead of showing up at the open invitation, I see I'm blocked over there. I'm banned. I can't go over there. But they're going to talk about my argument. My argument. They're going to straw man it, misrepresent it. They're going to talk about my argument. They're going to fail to defeat it, as they always do. They always try and they always fail. They say retarded stuff to try and defeat it all the time. I've seen it done half a dozen times. It's comical. They cannot make an argument that if SAS is not the superior model. They just can't. It's absolutely more biblical, undeniably, especially by their own hermeneutical standard. Andrew, I'm seeing you back there. I don't know if we're even going to do guests today, unless they're going to challenge me, because I don't want to make this last necessarily too long. I want this to be digestible. So, Spider is a wretch, and then we have Will Freeman. Will Freeman, who basically was in side chat encouraging Spider's deviance at my wife, saying that, my wife just doesn't know, my wife thinks that Spider doesn't know what love is. Spider loves so hard, it could be called an assault. That's what Freeman said. You can see it. Still got screenshotted on my community tab. Freeman was egging on Spider talking about sexually assaulting my wife. Two atheists, totally fine with rape, and yet saying don't listen to Smokey because we think he's a rapist. While at the same time, Freeman is showing he encourages, is fine with rape, thinks it's funny. And Spider going all along with it, thinking it's a grand old time. Talking about other men's wives' private parts and saying what he wants to do to them. And this is all condoned. Yeah. Thank you, Illuminati Land. I agree. Degenerate perverts. And what is that? Praise wants to call me gay for a blowjob from 15, 16 years ago. What's more gay, a blowjob 15, 16 years ago and deciding I didn't like it, or Praise talking about my dick every single day? What do you think is actually more gay? Why is Praise talking about my dick literally every day? What is that? What is that? What does it say about someone who is obsessed with my cock? And what's been done with it? What is with these degenerate perverts fixating on always the over-sexualization of everything? Does that not also show their spirit? Praise calls me gay, but he's the one that talks about dicks every day, particularly mine. He's got to talk about my dick at least once a day. I'm not kidding. Go check it. Well, you can't because he keeps deleting his videos. Praise will be talking about my cock at least once a day. But I'm the gay one. Sure. Okay. Tom Bundy loves wieners. Ridiculous, these people. So, yes, Will Freeman supports rape. Yes, he does. Yep, that's true. Will Freeman is the maturity of an 11-year-old. Yep, that's about right. As Will Freeman thinks threatening to rape people's wives is funny. Good to encourage it. Good to egg it on. No problem with that. There's atheism for you. There's particularly the atheism of Will Freeman. How is Will Freeman not one of the biggest pieces of shit on the internet now, too? Good job, atheists. I hope you have fun being friends with the absolutely everly great Will Freeman who loves joking about raping people's wives. I hope you enjoy that. Enjoy that, atheist community. Enjoy Will Freeman condoning the rape of people's wives. Enjoy that. Yeah. Yeah. He likes to talk about what he thinks I'm doing sexually with my wife. Who does that? Who even does that and even thinks it's funny? Really? Are there any challengers? I'm serious. I had this for challengers. I was hoping they'd have some spine and show up. Praise wants to talk about my argument, but not talk to me about my argument. He wants to sit over there where it's safe, where he can straw man it and misrepresent it and avoid the core of it. Who does that? Why is this? Why is this? I'm blocked. It's not like I can go over there and confront him with it. I'm blocked. I'm banned. No side chat. I've been light switched, as he says. So he's going to address my argument, banning me from coming over there and confronting how he's perverting my argument. Great. Oh, that shows, right? That shows how confident he is, isn't it? But he's not blocked over here. In fact, I unblocked everyone. I went through the block list. If there was anyone in there, everyone got removed. Fuck, even Thicky can come and respond if he wants to. All unblocked. Everyone's good. I have no one blocked, not in StreamYard, not in YouTube, not in Twitter, not in Discord. Well, no, I have Derek Lee blocked in Discord, but just from the server, not blocked as a person. Because he's a irritating, irreverent, stupid little rodent that won't listen to anyone or answer any questions. So fuck Derek Lee, too. There's another little piece of shit rat I can just throw under the floorboards while I'm burying the rest of these corpses. So I'm done with these people. I see no reason for it unless they pop up in some random wild encounter. Like a fucking Pokemon RPG. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to care about their bullshit or their lies or their slander or their claiming that they're defeating my arguments when they won't come up and just talk with me about them or confront me with them or show that they can represent them correctly and accurately. Praise is yet to even represent my soteriology accurately. I dare Praise tonight If someone finds it and clips it and let me know, I dare Praise tonight to steel man my soteriology. I dare him. I dare him to even, I've delineated exactly what his is. I've repeated it to him to his satisfaction. I dare him to come over here and steel man represent my soteriology correctly. I dare him to represent IFSAS correctly. You're welcome, buddy. Have a wild retard encounter, William. Oh no, you've encountered a wild, shiny retard. You ever feel like you're a D-rank hero in Gord's mobile game? Hey, can someone send me money? I need to buy diamonds. All my villagers are dying. Okay. You ever choked on your boyfriend's 14-inch cock? No, me neither. I was just asking for a friend. Oh. Oh, I can't with you people. I can't.
How many atheists do you think got killed during the reign of Zeo de Dawn? What a fucked up name that guy's got.
Oh, God. Oh. Smoky State, praise confirmed. To have a 1.5 hour conversation with you, modded by me, 1 minute time responses on this subject. What subject? The subject that he's a failure, the subject that he's being buried, the subject that he can't represent IFSAS or my soteriology correctly to save his fucking life, that he can't tell me what is. You know what? I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Okay, let's do it, James. What topic? I don't know which subject, but okay, sure. Now he's willing to talk. Now he wants to have a debate. Now he's open to it. I wonder why. Did Praise get off his leash? Did that bitch rat dude let him off his choke chain long enough to challenge me for finally a conversation or a debate or whatever the fuck this is going to be? 1.5 hours of energy. Now we're gonna find out about how actions aren't works and works aren't actions, but they're also the same thing somehow because reasons. We're going to find out how he has no clue what IFSAS even is, even though I've explained it probably 10 fucking times to him. Oh, Smokey State, your argument, it might be because I asked him and I have a good reputation as a mod. You can go to his live now when no, I can't because I'm banned. I cannot go over there. I've been quote unquote light switched unless he's flip-flopped on that as well. No, I can't go over there. So it's fine. Set up the debate. I don't care. Set it up. Let's set it up. Send me an email. Send me a Facebook message. Whatever it is. Figure out a time. Let's set it up. I don't care. He wants to embarrass himself one last time in public. I don't really give a shit. He forgets. It's like he forgets who I am. It's like he doesn't remember. It's like he doesn't remember that I convinced him and his entire group. And now he doesn't even remember what I believed. But he knows he doesn't believe it. He knows enough of it that he doesn't believe it, but he can't remember what the hell it is. Okay, I'm down for it. James, I appreciate you. Thank you for proposing that and getting in on that. James finally, hopefully, getting into some more debate. I appreciate it, man. Really good going. Seriously, good going for lining that up and arranging that. That's outstanding, buddy. Thank you. Look forward to it. I absolutely would like a chance to bury that spurgy bitch one more time. Especially showing how ridiculous and stupid his soteriology is, and he has no clue what mine even is. Been so clear. I've even used biblical examples. Very, very clear, straightforward. I've employed their own hermeneutics. They don't like it. They don't like IFSAS. IFSAS makes them rage, which is why they so rarely answer it honestly or deal with the problem that it answers in the model, but they just want to straw man and misrepresent it. Temutal. Okay, well, probably going to be about wrapping this up anyway, burying these people. And I guess Appraise wants to, try and rise up out of the grave one last time for one last little grab at me. And I can embarrass him one more time in public because I've been asking. He just keeps running away. So now he wants to do it moderated. Okay, fine. Let's throw down. Let's do it. The rest of the rats are basically done. Dude's never going to sack up. All of it's just worthless. There's not going to be anything to be done there. Jared DK is a rat. He's a spineless rat, and he's just going to keep running. He has no integrity and no morality. A Christian would confront the man that he's accusing and slandering, but he won't because he has no integrity. He's a fake and he's a fraud. He sure as shit is no pastor. Spider's a degenerate. He's a cockroach. He's been stomped the fuck out. I don't think anyone's going to want anything to do with him really after this, or at least anyone that knows what he said and done is not going to want anything to do with him. And Freeman is a disgusting pile of subhuman shit that supports some of the most disgusting things that you can possibly imagine. Hello, William.
Hey, I heard you were letting retards in, so I thought I'd come by.
Yeah, I'll keep it for a few minutes, but make it quick because I'm probably going to wrap this up here soon.
No, I know you're rapping. It's all good.
Okay. Anything you want to say, William?
Jared TK looks like if Minecraft Steve was made entirely out of the pork texture and also had crippling depression for some reason.
Okay.
He looks like somebody's woodshop project gone absolutely awry. I'm going to make a birdhouse. Oh, what the fuck is even this?
She doesn't like you taking
that. Well, he went a little overboard with the Sawzall.
Outstanding.
Yeah, I said that I was trying to say in chat, but you were kind of going through a thing. I said, only me and Lo are allowed to obsess that hard about your dick. And then I felt personally attacked because you're like, I wouldn't let anybody from the internet watch my child. And I was like, hey, wait a minute. Haven't you and your wife both watched my child? I feel attacked. Fucking Lo changed his diapers, for Christ's sake. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, yeah, I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so concerned about Smokey that he's the godfather of my child and has also watched him when he was a fucking like 1 or something.
My point was, as a general principle, just some guy off the internet should not be watching your children. I just, as a rule of thumb, which I do not think is radical.
No, generally not.
I think generally that's just something to say. Is just a good rule of thumb.
Well, we slept together at least once, so now me and you, we can watch my kids now. That's fine. That's acceptable. All you got to do is let Veckel ram me up the ass, and then, or you can ram him up the ass. I don't know. Maybe that's the rule. Do you think dude is getting pegged? Do you think that's how it's happening? Do you think he's not having sex with Kim, but Kim is having sex with him? See, look, I can come in and do Spider, but I'm funny about it. I'm fucking hilarious. I'm goated. I'm next level. I'll dig up the corpse of Gilbert Godfrey and I'll have him tell you. I'll dig up the corpse of Knox's dead fucking mom. I don't care. I've done it before. I'm out there with a shovel in a graveyard with the fucking land.
I'm not dead, fuckers. I am the cum lord. Nacho sushi. Who the fuck is that? Sounds like something you order at a cheap gay fusion restaurant. He kisses his daughter like he is eating a fucking ice cream cone. At least he probably won't outlive his fucking legs or lungs. Will Kincaid and Smokey Saint, you are a horrible shitload trash clown cunts.
This smirk. Rise, my dark abomination! Rise from the grave!
The smirk.
My homunculus walks amongst the living!
Rest in peace, Gilbert. Rest in peace.
He's up there making God laugh. Actually, probably not, but I mean, we can hope, right?
Can we get some cones in
He
the
came
chat
up with
for
the
Gilbert?
aristocrats joke. I feel like
Let's get some cones in the chat for rest in peace, Gilbert.
oh man. Did you see that fake Antichrist guy is going around saying he killed the last pope because they chanted at him real loud or whatever?
Yeah, I know, and people are falling for it, which is really.
You think we could do that? You think that would work with praise? Should I text this guy and be like, "Hey, buddy, Abdullah, my Habibi, can you fucking get a chant going for
you
Tom Bundy?" I saw that in chat. That was so funny.
If you
Great
wanna,
value, Tom Brady. He's Tom Bundy. You get it in a can. It's all gelatinous, and it's got some kind of fucking unidentifiable goo or something, some liquid. I don't fucking know. I drained it out. I have no idea what that shit is.
Okay, William, wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Isn't that what fucking? Isn't that what dude should have done?
Oh, god damn! Wow. Okay. Wow.
Don't make me get the fucking urn.
Wow.
I will. I'll put blood on the tires. I'll do all of it. God knows Bill's not using it. He thought it was a fucking ashtray. Whoops.
Oh, where'd that come from? Oh, jeez.
I repent of none of this. I repent of none of this. Wrap it up. Why are you doing a different show after this? Or you go night night. Oh my fucking gourd! I forgot I made that.
So much nostalgia. What the fuck?
Oh my god, it's broken. Oh no! Oh no! Look at all the horrible things that. Oh my god! I forgot I did that. Leophilius is a Jama Yellow.
That's Leo. What the fuck?
Oh god! I'm going to hell.
I mean, yes.
In somebody's religion, I'm sure. No, I'm just going to be at work for 16 hours on Mother's Day. I'm sure I won't not hear the end about the end of this. Oh yeah, knocking this North Korea, 8chan, South Korea. Yeah, hell yeah. Oh no. He was so grumpy back in those days. He's goring now. Oh my fuck. I can't breathe because I swallowed enough chunks to euthanize him.
What the fuck?
Sorry, I'll be right back. Go ahead and keep doing your skit for a few minutes. I'll be right back.
I was wondering who the hell Tofu Boy was. I was arguing with him in his comment section. He's like, he left this wall of fucking text which nobody was going to read anyway, but especially nobody was going to read written like that. And I just messaged him back. I said, didn't fucking ask. Did anybody ask? I didn't. Did you ask? Midnight, did you ask? No, I didn't think so. He didn't ask. I don't know what's going on with that. That's weird. What's going on in chat? Where is Brett? Well, he was going to have a live stream last night, and then he didn't fucking do any of it. He was like, I'm going live for 30 minutes. All right. If nobody comes in 30 minutes, I'm shutting the fuck down. And so I was putting my kid to bed, and we were all going to do a raid, but then, like, it didn't happen because Brett went night-night. Happy birthday, Brett. Happy birthday, Brett. 4 touchdowns, 1 game. Wow. I don't think anything. I mean, my wife gave birth. I don't think that even touches 4 touchdowns in 1 game. Holy fucking shit. What's going on, everybody? I see Nikki, I see Shep, I see Chris. It's a lot of people in here. I wonder what Praise's numbers look like. How many bots do you reckon he's got? My count is 117. It's funny, once I pointed that out, all of a sudden he's got 12 viewers. That's weird. I guess his subscription ran out. I guess Kent Hovind stopped fucking paying for it. I guess the ranch really isn't raking in the fucking dimes like it used to. You know what I mean? Look at that. Look at all those delicious pastries. That's fantastic. Saints are bust. Yeah, we're all going to have to get Saints merchandise for this fucking football season. We'll all show up to Tom's house for the fucking Super Bowl, and we'll have a fucking party on his front lawn. It's Oklahoma. It's warm there, right? I assume. I don't know. The only thing I know about Oklahoma is tornadoes and fucking Yo Kim folk. Those are the only 2 things anybody knows about Oklahoma, as a matter of fact. What else do we know about Oklahoma? I don't know. Their mail system is goddamn efficient. That's another thing. I'm so glad that after Praise said he didn't get my letter, I got confirmation
It was a musical.
from the post office that he definitely did. Yeah, I sent him a welcome wagon. I might actually send him a welcome wagon as well as a meat wagon. It's an upstate New York terminology. You know. He died? Oh, good. Veckel needs a wrench. Yeah, just give everybody a wrench. It'll just be like a fucking mechanic's wood chipper just trying to fucking end it all. Yeah, sure. Them boys in Oklahoma. They roll their joints all wrong, like. Get her done. I think Smokey's probably pinching off a loaf. I can filibuster forever. I can. I was appreciative of the Pokemon reference. Is there any, I mean, like, I guess they started Pokemon, but they're all this. It's got a Dynamax form as well. Nobody asked. I understand this, but I told you. What's going on over here? Yeah, if you give Beckel a wrench, Jared TK is going to have to write a fucking novel about how he's got penis envy or whatever. I can't wait. I very much look forward to not reading all of the things that Praise and his fucking ragtag group of fucking Island of Misfit toy looking head ass friends do or do not write. Debunking biblical slavery. That was what a fucking page turner that was. It looked like it was written by a fucking 4th grader with a fucking, I don't know, Midnight. What disease do you have that makes your brain not work? Down syndrome. That's it. Down syndrome. Or ups or sideways or any fucking cardinal direction,
No,
really.
it's not much to be. If you want to get technical, it's albinism. I don't know.
Right. Your skin is, your bones are. Have you ever tried putting a flashlight on top of your head?
No.
I saw a cat with albinism. Somebody put their fucking phone flashlight on top of their head and it made their eyes glow. That's not.
Damn.
Powder disease, yeah.
Well, when it comes
There's
to
a lot of powder up in there.
when it comes to albino animals, they all have red eyes. When it comes to humans, albinos can have hazel eyes, blue eyes, purple eyes. The whole red thing is just it usually
What
happens
color
when
are
you
your eyes?
hazel.
Hazel. That completely
Yes.
ruins the next joke I was gonna make. Thanks, asshole.
Okay, they're red. Do you want to make the joke?
No. I was gonna say blue eyes, white retards, but I can't now because they're hazel. It doesn't make any sense.
Well,
We already
yeah,
got
I
the
know.
Darky Magician. I think Veckel is the one who came up with that. The Darky Magician. We were just spitballing ideas like jokes about fucking Yu-Gi-Oh or something.
All right. Are you
It might have
wrapping
been Jill. No, you what?
Are you
So,
wrapping up your bit now?
Yeah, I was
made it
just
before.
filibustering while you were pinching off a loaf. How's your
Sure.
turd cutter, by the way? I'll say a prayer for your anus.
Wow. Great. Okay,
Yeah.
William. Last words.
Yeah. Are you doing a thing after this or what?
Like what?
I don't
All right,
know. It's usually like,
I'll meander, or I'll go on Discord, or so I'll be checking Discord or something. I don't know. I'll probably just something.
oh, bitching. Okay.
I
Yeah.
got a few things to do tonight, but I'll just be meandering a little bit.
You fucking working tomorrow or what?
Yes, yeah, I do have things to do tomorrow.
All right.
But
Back at the soap factory,
yeah, the soap.
making voodoo dolls out of fucking praising all of you.
Outstanding. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Okay, anything else?
I don't know. You go bang, okay?
I was pledging allegiance to Hitler.
Okay. Can't say it.
I guess.
I mean, I could say it, but I wouldn't want to accidentally make $500,000. Now it's $750,000.
Great. All right, buddy. I'll catch up with you later on Discord then.
I hope so. I miss you. You know I can't quit you. You know how we're gay lovers and whatever? Actually, you know what it is? Carl is having a kid. I'm pregnant. You heard it here first. Carl and I are having an ass baby.
oh, by
You
the
can
way,
guess what the cult members will know what the last name's going to have to be.
Okay,
And
William.
Brett Keane apparently too. All right.
Okay, bye, William.
no, I don't know. I repeated it twice, but I didn't want to like span. I said the most I'll give you is that you were bi-curious. Okay, you didn't like it. You're not gay. Okay,
Yeah, not gay.
that's what I give you.
They want to
Most
believe
you.
that. Boy, they want to believe it because they're hoping they might have a chance, I think. So they really want to believe it. They're hoping they might get a turn, I guess, or something like that. I've never seen men claim to be straight talk about someone else's dick every single day. I've never seen it before. It's absolutely staggering. It really blows my mind. Lack of awareness is really, really amazing.
I mean, look, to be honest, when have you ever heard me talk about dick?
Pretty much never, unless I've literally explicitly asked you to talk about dick. Have you ever talked about dick? Yeah, no, you've never talked about dick, really. You've never volunteered to talk about dick. It's a very rare thing. So yeah, I'll give you that. And you're certainly gayer than they are. Well, I don't know anymore. I mean, they might. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's just some closeted stuff going on. I'm not sure what to think. All right. Well, anyway, Sparkle, thanks for stopping in. Go hang around Discord or something. I'll be meandering around in some of the servers. So I guess I'll catch you a little bit later. But thanks for stopping in. Good to see you.
Yep. Thanks. Bye.
All right, man. Take care. All right. Well, I guess we'll wrap this up and finish up. And yeah, burying these corpses. Praise still wants another crack at it. Well, out of a sense, I guess, Christian virtue and charity, I'll give it to him. I don't know why he didn't take many of the other opportunities that have been available. He still had me blocked over there. So couldn't go contribute and correct him. I was probably massively misrepresenting IFSAS and misrepresenting the problem his own theology has. Tucker 1611 got it. Tucker 1611 did a very embarrassingly stupid video today trying to answer my challenge, my IFSAS challenge, and did an embarrassing job, as they all do. They can't answer it. Doesn't make sense. Never does. Whatever they end up claiming is a fruit ends up being a work, which means it's something that you have to actually do. And so, yeah, it's a giant mess. They're ridiculous. They don't know what they're talking about, and they just pervert words and definitions, and they can't stay consistent. Tucker made an embarrassment. Said like, oh well, if you teach bad doctrines, you're not saved. Oh, so now you have to teach good doctrines to be saved. There's a work. There you go. Done. Especially since you say that the fruits is actually teachings. So you will know them by their fruits. So you will know them by their teachings. So teaching the right thing is something you have to do to be saved. Problem solved. You've completely thrown your entire soteriology under the bus. Tucker, you're a moron. You cannot answer my challenge. You cannot answer the IFSAS challenge. And now you just tried and showed that you're a complete incompetent moron and didn't even know what you were saying. There we go. See? IFSAS is an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. The challenge inside the IFSAS model to the OSASers is their worst nightmare. They can't contend. They can't. And the only thing they can try to do is misrepresent or strawman it. Everyone, please remember, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can get notified when we do the live shows, because they're always interesting, entertaining, chock full of interesting observations and strong theological points, good arguments. So don't forget to hit that bell. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the like button. Please smash that like button for Smokey. I would really appreciate it. And spread it around if you think that this is something interesting that you know a friend or a family member would benefit from, or would like to see any of the content or any of the topics that we do. The IFSAS stream is really good to share. If you have anyone, any of your friends that are OSAS or OSAS related, and you'd like to show them the IFSAS model, shoot them over with the last video. Let them see it and see what it is. Yeah, I bet you would. Yeah, you would smash. Dirty little rat. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. This is a good one. I guess we'll wait for that that little, I don't know, debate-ish conversational debate, whatever it is, with praise, and that'll probably be the end of it. I don't think there'll be much point after that. He's going to embarrass himself. He doesn't understand my soteriology. I don't even know if he's smart enough to understand my soteriology anymore. I don't know what the hell's happened to him. He's gotten weak, hasn't been debating enough or something. I don't know. He's gotten weak. He's gotten feeble. He's gotten stupid. He's gotten slow. He's not catching his own mistakes, his own errors. He doesn't understand his own soteriology, let alone mine. It's going to be a disaster for him. But if he really wants it, I'm happy to oblige. I'll bury him one last time. That works for me. Thank you guys for all being here tonight. Hope you had a fun time. I certainly did. It was a good time. Going to be hanging out around probably on Discord. If you guys are not in the community Discord, the link is down in the description of the video. You can go down and click on it. Also, if you'd like, my Twitter is there. I don't post frequently. I don't yet see a solid, huge benefit to using Twitter. I'm not going to argue on Twitter. I'm not going to waste time with that. I'll invite people to come argue over here, but I don't want to, oh my God, arguing one tweet at a time. I'd rather just slit my wrists. I'm not interested in that. But I think I will indulge and possibly use it as a vehicle to try to grab some engagement, actual live engagement content. So we'll see what happens. Maybe even get TikTok involved in it. We'll see. We're going to grow. We're going to diversify. We're going to come up with some live show ideas, live debate ideas, live call-in ideas, things like that, and keep the Polemics show going. So stay tuned for the projects. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. I love you guys. You're all rock stars. Thanks for sticking through all of it. You can always come by and meet us up in the Discord. Sure, we'll be hanging out for a little bit. I appreciate you guys. And, of course, as always, peace of Christ to all the true saints. And Smokey Saint is signing out.